Hello everyone. I hope you all are much more rested than we are at our house. Allergies are kicking on and it's brutal. Today I have primarily an arm workout, but we're going to work out abs as always by means of stabilizing throughout the exercises. This is really important if you have any kind of diastasis, hernia, pelvic floor dysfunction. You really need to focus on that core. So part of rehabbing all of those is to make sure that your intra-abdominal pressure is regulated. So you're not always in this high pressure, extended position, that you can get those ribs down and you can fully exhale and let that air out. That's so important. So when we're stabilizing throughout the exercises, I want you to think your ribs are going down, in, and back. So when you do that and you really get all the air out, you're getting all those internal obliques on, which is helping regulate that pressure and really stabilize your core. A lot of people, to stabilize, they overuse their back and they're doing arm presses like this, or running like this, or whatever they're doing in that extended position, and that is not a stable core, and that can lead to a lot of pain, a lot of issues. So just be really aware of that. So when we're doing the exercises, always think about your exhales and feeling these obliques, doing a little bit of a tuck so that your low back is not extended, but it's more neutral, to get those transverse abs on. Very important. So this workout is great for all levels. I've cut out any laying on your back, so if you're in those later stages of pregnancy, you should be pretty comfortable. We're going to be on all fours. We're going to be on side lying and then standing. And then all of the positions are going to be, you're going to be able to modify from easy, intermediate to hard. So this should be a really good workout. I'm excited. We're going to do 40 seconds work with 10 seconds rest, because 50 I think is a little bit much for these type of exercises. And if 40 is a little bit much, just take a break throughout that 40 seconds. If you really need a break, then do it. Another important thing I want you to think about with your positioning is that when you exhale and get those ribs down and get that core stable, you want to bring those shoulder blades back on your rib cage without extending. So if you are one that someone says, put your shoulders together or stand up straight, and you go like this, let's change that. Let's keep your ribs down with those obliques and be able to move those shoulder blades back on your rib cage. That is scapular stability. It's huge. If you have any neck pain, shoulder pain, elbow pain, wrist pain, all of that, you have to work on getting that flexibility and stability in your shoulder blades. So without further ado, let's get this going. We're going to start with a 10-second break. We're going to be in all fours to start with. If you're a beginner, I want you here, and I want you to exhale. So we're going to start with one hand. So we're all going to start here for the first rep. You're going to row and kick back. So I want you to push through those shoulders. That right arm, that right shoulder blade should be working, and you're rowing and then extending to feel that tricep. Now, I don't want you here because you're going to get a lot of shoulder pinching. I want you to bring that shoulder blade back, keeping those ribs tucked in, feeling your obliques, and going here. Nothing should move but your shoulder and your arm. And you're really working that right shoulder. Think that right shoulder blade down towards your hips so you get some low trap on. All right, now we're going to switch that. I'll show you the other side of it. Do a little tuck, really lift your ribs. You don't want to lift through that natural curve in your thoracic spine. You want to push through like between your shoulder blades. So when you're pushing up and you inhale, I want you to feel a little stretch right between your shoulder blades, not right here. You don't want to be here. You want to be more pushing up through the upper back, if that makes sense. Good exhales. Keep those abs working. Keep those hips stable, shoulders down. And then I'll show you the the harder position, you can go into like a modified plank, or you can bring it into a full plank as long as you're keeping. I'm gonna go modified next. You're gonna think shoulder blade down and you're gonna come up. So you can either go here, you can hold it, or you can pulse. I'm gonna have to go back into all fours because my neck is wanting to work today. So you don't wanna be here, bring that shoulder blade down, feel that shoulder. And those abs. Make those ribs tucked in, abs on. If you want to be in that modified plank or full plank, it will be very hard with this exercise. But you can try it. So we'll do other arm. Make sure shoulder blades down towards your hips. Do a little bit of tuck, core on. So we're working some delt. We're pushing up here to feel the inhales in your upper back. I'm beginning to think 40 seconds was a little ambitious, but you can take a break if you need to. Don't let that neck kick on. I'm feeling a lot of shoulder already. Those deltoids are working. Those abs are working. Oof. Okay, now I'm gonna get into the plank position. You can put a weight on this or not. We're gonna go out. So I'm gonna try it without a weight first. Feeling my abs, pushing through the shoulders, going out here. You can stay in that all fours position. If you want to make it a little harder, but you're not ready for that, bring it here. Make sure that shoulder blade stays down and you go out. You feel those mid and low traps, which are between your shoulder blades and below that shoulder blade. No upper trap into your neck. We don't want that. Man, I'm shaking. This is a harder workout than I anticipated, honestly. Okay, so other side. Pick your modification. All fours, modified plank or full plank. I'm gonna give this a shot again, but I'm probably gonna have to come out of it. Really pushing up through that support arm. Core is on. I'm gonna go into modified plank. That's a little better. Full exhales, especially with you with diastasis or any kind of hernias, you need to keep that pressure low, those obliques on. Okay, we're gonna go into all fours, everyone. I'm gonna do it this way so you can see. You're gonna go here, stabilize that core, ribs in, inhale here, exhale, rotate, feel that low trap right here, bringing that shoulder blade back and in. Okay, obliques are on, you're turning that thorax to the right, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This is the last one in all fours. Take a break if you need to. We're working that low trap. Okay, other side. Whew. Hopefully your shoulders are getting a workout, but hopefully not too much. All right, inhale, exhale, rotate to the left. Keeping those, you don't want to flare those ribs. You want to keep everything tucked in. That core is stable always. It's annoying to hear me say that all the time, but it's so important. Constantly need to think about it. Don't crank on your neck. Okay, we're gonna be in side lying. Grab a weight, I would not go heavy. You could be in modified plank. Well, you can just stay here. You can go into modified plank or full plank. You're gonna externally rotate. Breathe into that upper chest wall. You're really pushing through your bottom arm so that shoulder's working. Thinking about that upper shoulder blade. You're getting the point of the shoulder back. So really breathing in here. Lifting those abs. And do not let those ribs extend. If you need to come down here, that's fine. You don't want to compensate because you're doing something too hard. We want to work the right muscles. We don't want to start compensating. That's where people get in trouble. Okay. So the point, you're opening up here. Keeping that air out. You can come into full plank. Shoulder down towards your hip, not up here. I constantly have to remind myself of that. My neck has been overactive lately. It's not a good thing. Shaking. Shaking, shaking. Okay. Other side. We're gonna do, you can use a weight or not. You're gonna go in this motion. So modified, you can just lay here too. You know, here if you want. You're gonna pick up that weight or no weight and go up like this. Straight down, up. Push through that shoulder on the bottom. If you want to look towards the ground to help your neck relax, you can. I'm going to drop the weight. You should feel that bottom shoulder blade sit nicely in your rib cage too. Those low traps on the bottom should be active. Sorry for all the barking. Someone must be by the fence. Okay, this side. Modified on your knees or on your feet. I'm gonna start with the weight and then drop it. It's all about core. Your shoulder blade has to work well with your rib cage. You don't want that shoulder blade to just be sloppy when you're moving. That's why it's so important to keep those abs on, to keep a stable rib cage so that shoulder blade has a stable base to function on. All right. Really working those low abs. I'm gonna go down into modified plank. All right, we're gonna row and reach. So other side. I'm gonna start modified. You're gonna row up and reach, and then come down. Dog here. Okay. If you want to go into that full side plank, as long as you're not compensating with your neck or your back. Focus on those exhales. As much air as you possibly can. You're thinking about that rib or that shoulder blade. Securing on that rib cage right here, not right here. All right, other side. This is the last one in side plank, and then we go to standing. Try to breathe into your upper chest wall while keeping your lower ribs tucked in, right here with those obliques. grab your weights and stand up. If you have a wall, that's okay. If you have like a doorway to just put your butt on, that's even better. So we're gonna do alternating kickbacks, weight through the heels. You're doing a little bit of a tuck, low abs on, those ribs tucked in. So you're moving those shoulder blades back and keeping them there as you kick back. Shoulders down so they're not hiked up towards your ears. You should not feel overpowering quads. I want you to find your hamstrings with the weight on your heels. You're still trying to breathe into your upper chest while keeping your low ribs tucked in. Okay, now you can either keep using that doorway or you can find a wall. I'm just gonna keep using this chair, even though it's kind of awkward. Same thing, roll your pelvis back, feel low abs, tuck those ribs in. Let's bicep curl, keeping your shoulders back. Pop my ribs a little bit, not here, here. So you don't want those shoulders to roll up like this. Roll them back, neck relaxed. You're feeling some hamstring. Always feeling abs. We have one more exercise after this and we're done. All right, we're gonna go into an alternating shoulder press. So feel your low back on the wall, right here. Really get every vertebrae on the wall. Tuck those ribs. You're gonna push up without hiking your shoulder like this. You want that shoulder to stay down, arm up. Okay, feel those low traps. Anchor your shoulder blades down. Exhale on your up, so those ribs stay tucked. They don't flare. If you can. Try to synchronize your breathing, it helps. Unless you're really aware of your core and can keep it tucked. All right. Woo. Let's do a little bit of stretching. Turn this off so it quits beeping. So, stretching. Let's open up, exhale, open up that chest and just try to breathe in and out. Roll those shoulders, shoulder blades together, breathe in and out. Do some shoulder rolls. You can touch in the front, breathe in. Let's go up and around, just getting some range of motion. My shoulders are pretty sore. Like I said, that was a lot harder workout than I anticipated it. That was a good one. Hard's not bad, right? You can lace your fingers, tuck your ribs, and just open up. Breathe a little there. All right, one more. I'm gonna have you here and try to breathe into your upper back. One more. And you can keep doing that one if you want. Anyway, that'll loosen you up a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed the workout. Modify as needed. Again, I can't tell you enough to not compensate through your neck and your low back. It's not going to work out well. You want a stable core. You want to really work those shoulder blades, not work your neck. So let me know what you think. And as always, stay balanced.